All right, everybody. Happy Monday. Hope everyone had a good weekend. If you watched the Super Bowl, hopefully your team won. My team was the Patriots, and we got we got beaten pretty badly. So it's kind of depressing Monday morning for me. But anyway, if you're a Seattle fan, which one of my best friends is, he was very happy. So anyway, hope everyone had a good weekend. And let's see, whoever is coming in here and you're new to Dubb, if you can put a one in the chat, that would be great. If you're new to the platform, you're just checking Dubb out, or maybe you just started using it just very early on and you're kind of making your way through. So a one in the chat would be great. And if you want to put your industry as well, that's cool too. And if you're returning, if you can put a two, that would be great. Some of the names in here are obviously recognized from coming back in, which is awesome. Let me pop over to, I believe I saw Sheila. So let me come over to you, Sheila. If you want to, I saw you put a one in there. Let me come on over to you if you want to say hello. Let me find you in here. Hi, Sheila. Can you hear me okay?
I can hear you just fine. Thank you.
Nice to meet you.
Yeah, thanks. I'm in real estate and in Southern California, so happy to be here learning lots of new things for my industry.
Very cool. SoCal as well. So good to meet you.
Thank you.
And what buyers, sellers? Who's kind of your crowd?
I'm sellers, but
Sellers.
I do work with referrals, buyers from previous clients. So, I'm on a great team and we basically sell up and down the coast of Southern California.
Very
Newport,
cool.
Corona Del Mar,
Yeah.
uh, down to San Diego, all the above. So it's all good.
So many different kinds of properties in California in general.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, yeah.
The further you go inland, the more different it changes. But yeah,
Yeah.
it's predominantly a great industry to be in. But
Oh,
here to
that's
take care
great.
of all the buyers and sellers.
Very cool. Well, we typically what we do with these trainings, so we go through the basics on Dubb, how to record, customize, send, all that good stuff. And we typically, when we go through it, we'll say, hey, if you're in, real estate, if you're in insurance, this is a good little style right here. So particularly with real estate, there's very different visual things that you'll kind of see. So if you have any questions, feel free to pop them in the chat.
Sounds awesome. I look forward
Great.
to it. Thank
Good to
you.
meet you.
Nice to
Great.
meet you. Thanks.
And let's see, I also saw another one in here. I think Craig, Craig Booth. Craig, let me come over to you to say hello. Let me find you in here. Got a big list this morning, which is it's always nice to have people in here. Let's see. Hold on, Craig, I'm finding you. Here we go. Hey, Craig, can you hear me okay?
Yes, I was on mute, but all is good. Nice to meet you.
Yeah, good to meet you. What kind of brings you our way?
Really just checking out the platform. I'm interested in picking up some new tricks on go to market, and think you guys could be a good fit for my business as well as maybe my customers as well. So
That's awesome. That's great. Yeah, there's a lot of the crazy thing about video is we talk about this all the time where in sales and everything, you don't really see a lot of videos being sent. If someone's sharing a video, it's either a YouTube link or something like that, or you're doing your social media stuff, which is great. But with it just, reaching out by email or SMS with sales, it's kind of rare that you send videos kind of like we do with landing pages and everything. So it's pretty neat. There's a big opportunity for it.
yeah, 100%. I think it's a great model. I'm excited to see where this goes and check out the platform.
Sweet. Well, good to meet you, Craig. If you have any questions, feel free to pop them in the chat.
You got it. Thank you so much.
You're welcome. And then I saw Jim Marsh. Let me come over to you, Jim. I saw you put a one in there as well. If you want to say hi, Jim, feel free if you'd like to. If not, you can say hi in the chat.
Yeah, no. I'm on a roofing company, so I'm looking to use this to reach out to real estate agents and insurance agents for referrals. So,
That's great. You could use the mobile app to get some cool roofing shots, stuff like that. You could do some neat visual things with that.
okay.
Yeah, just there's a picture-in-picture function. I'll show in a little bit. It would be pretty neat. Do you have a are you out there in the job a lot, Jim, or do you kind of just run everything with the team out there?
No, I run everything with the team out there.
Yeah. You could still do some cool shots with that. Anyway, just creatively, I was just thinking of some stuff. But yeah, we'll definitely when I'm showing the platform, it's really about, what's we talk about a hook all the time. It's one of the first things we're going to talk about today. But visually, you could do some neat stuff.
Hmm.
Yeah.
Thank you.
Yeah. Thanks for coming in, Jim.
You're welcome.
All right. Let me, I think I saw another one in there. Was that it? Oh, I think it was Suzanne. Let me come over here. Let's see. All right. Suzanne, let me find you in the list here. Huh, are my scroll fingers working? Here we go. There you are, Suzanne. Hey, Suzanne, if you want to say hi, hello, good to meet you.
Yeah, hi, nice to meet you. I'm happy to be here.
Cool. What's your industry, Suzanne? What do you do?
My industry is a little different. I've written a book called Family Adventures from A to Z using ChatGPT, and I want to be able to promote my book and my classes to help people move from AI anxiety to AI partnership. So I need a landing page to send people to my classes and to connect.
Very cool. That's all. Do you have your stuff on YouTube as well? Like your videos?
Not yet. I have a website, I have Substack, I have LinkedIn.
Oh, nice.
Yeah,
Okay. Yeah, you can do a Substack link below the video, but we also have there's a feature on Dubb called a showcase page where you can have a bunch of videos on there. So as you're creating your educational content, you could have a video that sits at the top and says welcome to the educational content, and then you could have a link to Substack below and it could go there. So there's some neat stuff you could do.
great. Thank you.
Yeah. Yeah. Good to meet you, Suzanne.
Thank you.
And let's see, I think that was all of our ones. I think it, I believe. Let me just check one more time. I think that was all of our ones. Okay, cool. Well, welcome back to the twos as well. And everybody, happy Monday. All right, let's jump in. So let me share my screen here and let's look at what Dubb can do. I'm gonna give a little strategy advice along the way as well. So let me share my screen. Okay, so Dubb in general is really about video delivery and the impact once it has and the action someone can take. So this example you see right here is just one style that you can record with Dubb. There are different styles I'm going to show in a second. But when you do record a video with Dubb, the first 3 seconds is going to repeat as an animated video preview. So it's the first 3 seconds. So when you hit record, whatever you're doing for the first three, that's what repeats as the preview. You can change that inside the platform with editing. You can slide it to a different part of the video if you think it's more visually interesting. But for efficiency purposes, when you're hitting record and you're making a bunch of these, it's nice to know when you hit record the first 3 seconds, be prepared, and that's what it shows. Now, you'll notice here I'm saying, what's your hook? So before we can record a video, that's one of the biggest things that you want to figure out. So what we have done in the past and what we recommend is if you use an AI like a Gemini, Claude or Grok or whatever you use, ChatGPT, or if you use within Dubb our AI Guide Auto, which sits right in here, what you want to ask the AI is say, look, here is my ideal client profile, my ICP. Here is why I'm reaching out to this person or group of folks. Here's what I would like them to do after they consume the content, what action I want them to take. But I need a hook to get them to want to click on my video and listen to what I have to say. Now, I would like the hook to be, and this is what you'd ask the AI. You would say, listen, AI, please provide me with 20 to 30, 3 to 5 word hooks that I can use so the person will want to click. And when the AI gives you that list of 23 to 5 word phrases for the hook, then just give them a human pass, see which ones you like, make the adjustments from there. The reason we say 3 to 5 words is because this little whiteboard feature on the phone that I'll show you in a second has like 30 something characters. So 3 to 5 words works pretty good. 3 to 5 words also works really well for the subject line of the email before it gets cut off. So that little first visual part right there. But when you figure your hook out and you know what it is, then you can say, okay, what way do I want to record this? So this one right here is recorded with the Dubb webcam right inside the Dubb website, basic webcam recorder. I have the Dubb mobile app that I got on my phone. So if you look Dubb app, Dubbapp, you can get that. It has a whiteboard feature where you can type. And the last part of it is because it's animated, I'm doing a little bit of movement, little pointing, little pushing, things like that. Now, that is probably one of the most straightforward ways you can communicate because the hook is right there on the whiteboard. It's front and center. Now, you also can, from the webcam, do something like this. You can use a virtual background behind you. So if you had someone's profile like you see here, an article you wanted to share, a website, a screenshot of an action someone took, a property if you're in real estate, anything visually that you can give context if you didn't want to hold up the whiteboard that you can have behind you, you can do the same kind of effect. Now, if you wanted to put two of them together, this being a real estate example right here, someone just interested in a property, you can have the whiteboard holding it up as well with either the property address or, excuse me, a fun fact about the property or something they need to know or a question, all about that hook that we talked about. So now, if it's not a property and you want to do both, it could easily be someone's profile, website, article, all the stuff we just mentioned. So you can either do the whiteboard by itself virtual background by itself, or you can do a quick little combination of both that really kind of covers both bases. And that's a basic webcam recorder within the platform. You also can do screen recording. So this one right here was done with the Dubb Chrome extension. It's a browser-based screen recorder. So any website that you want to be on top of and you want to explain something, whether you're reaching out on LinkedIn, that we'll show as an example in a little bit, but any site that you want to be on. Notice I'm in a bubble here. I have little annotations pointing towards the bubble. You can clearly see it's a market update. I'm right next to the title. But notice I brought again that whiteboard into play because yes, it's a market update, but why not have that additional hook that makes them want to click even more? Instead of burying the headline, it's right there. So, whatever industry you're in, whatever website you want to share and walk someone through, why not have that additional hook inside the bubble as well? And this is any website, anything browser based, Dubb Chrome extension screen recorder. And you can see the little button right up here at the top in the browser, right up there. Now, there's also another screen recorder that we use called the Dubb desktop app. The Dubb desktop app is pretty awesome. It's like a drone that flies over everything on the computer. So, whereas the Chrome that I just talked about, that's browser based, the Dubb desktop app can be on top of anything. So, website, video, Canvas slide, document, whatever you want. The desktop app also has the ability to push in and zoom in and crop on something very specific, like you can see right here. So this was on a web page, but I'm pushed into a specific fact that I want to mention in my hook. So these are two really cool screen recorders, a little different when I show both of them. You'll see the similarities and differences, but from a basic difference, one's browser based, one can go on top of anything. You also have the ability to use the mobile app. So the mobile app has a virtual background you can do behind, just take a screen grab. You can do text on the screen like you see here. So just like we did with the webcam, but you can do it on the mobile. You also can just do the hook if you want to. So if you want to record, you got your hook, put it in whatever font you want, color, move it around, shape, add some emojis. You can do the same kind of deal. And then we also have this. Now, this is picture in picture with the mobile app. This is really cool for property walkthroughs and real estate, but it could be for any industry where you want to show what's in front of you and you want to be on the screen as well. So when you hit record, it's using both cameras on the phone and you're able to be there showing something and on the screen with it as well. Now, if you're not in real estate, which obviously property walkthroughs are perfect for this, but if you're not and you're at a live event and you want to show the crowd, or or maybe you have a booth somewhere, maybe you're hanging out with one of your clients and you want to do a quick little social video with like a testimonial, you could have them sit across from you, record them. You're in the corner, and you could do a little Q&A. You also can pull up a website on your computer or a document or a video, whatever you want, and then take your phone physically, show that, lean in like this and it's the whole idea. You're on there in the video and you're showing what you want at the same time. So picture in picture with the mobile app's pretty neat. Now, regardless of any style that you choose, when you do pick a style, when you send it to someone and they click on the video, it's all about their experience after that. So when they click on it, they're going to be on this thing that we call a preset, which is a customized landing page. It's going to have your logo to the top left. It's going to have the initial video you recorded right in the center. And then you're going to have playlist videos that are going to play right after the video you've created. Now, this playlist is pretty awesome because it provides more information for, the folks that are watching the video, but it also enables you to record a video one time, minute, minute and a half, basically your pitch video about why someone should work with you. Because it's going to play right after the first video you've made. Because remember, the first videos you make, whether it's one-to-one or one-to-many, are all about that hook. That's what that's about. So secondarily, it's more about you at the end. So when the next video plays, you only need to record it once and it will always play right after. And that's your pitch video. Now, these initial ones you make, I would make them, 30, 40 seconds, definitely less than a minute. Get in, get out, deliver that value, have them take an action, and let the playlist provide information after that. Now, if you do have video testimonials, this is a really nice place to have them. If you don't have video testimonials, I'll show you a way to get them in a second. Below here, you have your call to action buttons below the video, your CTAs. What would you like someone to do after they've consumed this content? Do you want them to book a time in your calendar? It's probably been the most popular button that people have used with Dubb over the years. Do you want them to visit your website? Do you want them to download a document, a listing agreement, a contract? Do you want them to fill out a form? Do you want a link to an external form? Do you want them to check out a case study? Do you want them to leave a review, email you back? So there's a number of options here. And if you do have multiple buttons, I would go in order of importance from left to right. This button right here, reply with video, is pretty cool. They can send you a video right back. It does happen if you say, hey, send me a video back, it happens. But one of the most MVP use cases for reply with video over the years for us has been getting video testimonials. So if you already have video testimonials or you don't have them and you want to get them in a pretty convenient way for yourself and the client, you can send them a video with that button below it. So I could send it and say, hey, this is Rob from Dubb. Thank you so much for using the Dubb platform. Would love to get a video testimonial from you. All you need to do is click the reply with video button below and send me a video right back and let me know what you think about the platform. And then when they send that video back to you, that's when you'll get a notification inside the platform that you have a video reply. And then you just make it part of the playlist. And this is the nice circular kind of wheel that you have someone in right here that's worked really well over the years. The last part over here to the right is your AI assistant. So SIA, your sales interactive assistant. And SIA is pretty great because, and you don't have to have this on the page, it's just a choice, it's a button inside of Dubb. But we've noticed that people that have had SIA on their landing page, it's worked out well because someone might be considering taking that next option, but maybe they have questions in real time. So over here, you can have your FAQs, you can ask the AI a question, and when the AI gives an answer, it wants to keep the momentum going with having you take an action. So it gives the answer and then pushes for your specific desired outcome. In my case, it's book a time in my calendar. So that's what it's pushing it to do. The AI is educated with an upload of a PDF, or you can put inside the AI individual website pages where it will physically learn what's in text on those pages, or you can do a combination of both, one or the other, or both. And then the AI will be educated on what it needs to know to help you move everything forward. Now, these preset landing pages in general, you should have different preset landing pages for different parts of your audience. So in real estate, if I worked with buyers, sellers, FSBOs, expireds, residential, commercial, I should have different landing pages for each segments of those audiences. If I was in insurance, different kinds of insurance clients, mortgage, same thing, coaching and consulting, different industries, recruitment, employers, candidates, there's all kinds of splits in any industry that you're in. So having these separate preset landing pages for them makes them feel like you're speaking right to them because the videos in the playlist will be different. Maybe the call to action is going to be different. So when you get on a paid plan with Dubb, one of the first things we do is the team meets you in an optimization setup in Zoom, and they help you set up the buttons and the pages and all this good stuff. And all of it's tracked. So did someone open an email? Did they watch the video? If they did, what's the watch percentage? Did they interact with the AI? Did they click on any of the buttons? All of it will help you follow up in a really good way. Now, if we're going to record these, if we see how we do this, how would we record this webcam video? So inside of Dubb, we're going to go in the Dubb dashboard and we're going to select the red camera icon that sits right up here at the top. When you select this here, that's when it's going to open up your webcam. Now, if you wanted to use the whiteboard that you saw earlier, you're going to get the Dubb mobile app on your phone. And when you have the Dubb app, this is where you're going to find the whiteboard. So here's the Dubb app, and it's right up here at the top, this square button right there. So when you select that, now you can type. And that's all I was doing before. So you're going to type your hook, type it, turn it. And there you go, just like this. Now, if you want to have the virtual background behind you, just go below, select virtual background. And then we have a bunch of stock ones, but I would go to your photos here. And this is where you would upload any screenshots that you have that we talked about. Properties and real estate, articles, company websites, screenshots of actions, anything you want to share. Creates a little library here for you. Select the one that you want, and it puts it behind you, just like this. Just make sure you have a good front light, like a ring light or natural light or a combination of both. If you do talk with your hands, I would keep them within the shoulders here, where I would go T-Rex dinosaur arms, because if you go out here, they go into the soup, so I keep them in here. And again, you can do a combination of both. You can do either the virtual background by itself, this by itself, or both like this. Now, every recording option with Dubb has a teleprompter option if you want to use a teleprompter. So you just have to have a script saved into the Dubb platform first. So when you click up here, you can click the first button that says create new script. That'll take you right inside Dubb to save a script inside the platform. Or if you have scripts saved, you can just scroll and find the one that you want. Or you can search for a script by name, just like this. And then when it pops down, I think from a physical perspective, arm's distance away is pretty good. Let the words flow up into the top line from your eye line. Give the script a read through first so the words don't surprise you. Teleprompters are great because if you have specific wording you want to get right, it's right in front of you. Just takes a little bit of practice. So the speed's going to be right here, up or down. Play button. See if you like that speed. back the text off, zoom it in. You also can do a little editing right here. So if you wrote the script and you're like, I read it out loud, I want to change it, just click the editing button and then you can make your changes and click save. Now, when you're ready to record, this is what it would look like. So I'm going to bring my phone back in here. I'm going to hit the record button right in the middle, get a countdown, and here we go. Hi, this is Rob from Dubb. We are the sales operating system. We use video, automation, and contact management to create connections, conversations, and conversions. And I can hit the pause button, stop the recording, click it again to resume and keep going. So you don't have to do it all in one shot. If you want to delete it, click the red X. It'll always ask you, are you sure you want to do this? And if you would like to save this into the Dubb platform, it's the check mark. And if you want to close the teleprompter, it's that button right there. So again, this is the most straightforward way you can record. This right here, virtual background, combination of both. And if you don't use either one of those, definitely just a little smile and point or something interesting when the video begins. All right, I'm going to click this check mark here, and this is going to save this video inside the Dubb platform. Now, anytime you save a video into Dubb, it's going to take you to the video edit page inside the platform. So when you have this saved, I'm just going to choose a different video here just because I already have, that's transcoding a little bit. Let me just grab another one that I did. Hold on. Let's grab this one. So when you save a video inside of Dubb, you land on the video edit page. You can change the title right up here at the top internally. Just make sure you click the check mark when you're done. You can download the MP4 version of any video that you save into the platform, which is really good for social media because a lot of those platforms like the raw video. So you record something, you download the MP4, and you upload it to the different platforms. Over here to the right, there's a little square button with an arrow. That's going to be a preview button. So the video we recorded, when I select this button to the right, it's going to open up a new tab and I get to see what my video looks like on my video preset landing page. Say, okay, everything looks great. I got everything that I want. Cool. Now back inside here, there is a little drop down here. And notice how it says Rob's preset with a check mark. That's my default preset landing page. So when I record a video, the landing page that you just saw attached to it will always be attached, unless I change it. Now, if I have other preset landing pages created, they'll show up right here. And I can just select a different one and it will change everything about the background if I want to do that. I also can upload this directly into YouTube if I have a YouTube channel. We have an analytics tab down here. We have a coach called Kyra. This is our AI video coach. So if you select generate, then it will give you feedback on your delivery analysis, your content, and your visuals. Over here to the right, we have our activity tab. It does says no activity because we didn't send this video anywhere. But if we did, we can really drill down on the information that we want to know more about. We have a details tab that reminds us, these are the buttons below your video. This is the AI sales assistant on your page. These are your playlist videos. And you can add or delete any of these right here if you'd like to. Now, if I sent this video out to someone, I emailed it to someone, I already gone, but I forgot to make some changes here, I still can make those changes and it will retroactively refresh on the other side. The editing tab, any video you save into Dubb, you can edit. So I can hit the play button. I can drag my timeline to any point that I want. Let's just say I want to cut something out. Here's my first cut point. Scissor icon splits the clip in two. Let's drag it or play it to my second cut point. Scissors. Now it's in three pieces. Whatever's highlighted in orange, just click the trash can and it's gone. And if you want to bring it back, just click the undo button. Undo, 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 and you're right back to where you were. There's also a design tab. So like I said in the beginning, you know how when you hit record, the first 3 seconds is the animated preview? You can change that here by dragging this to whatever visual you like better. And then just click generate thumbnail, and that will be the animated preview, or you can upload your own thumbnail. So a lot of flexibility in terms of what you can do. So you recorded a video, you have it on a preset landing page, you have your buttons, your videos, everything you want, and now you just want to send it. So to send this video, you're going to open up a compose, and there's some best practices here when you do this. So you always want to have the word video in the subject line. It's the very first thing that they read. You don't really see that in a lot of emails. If you go through your email list now, you probably don't see it. If you do see the word video, it's probably from us. And this is where you want to have the hook after that we talked about. That 3 to 5 word hook, maybe a little longer if you want, but that's the hook we mentioned in the beginning. And then you also want to have a little bit of text in here in terms of why they should watch the video. And then you want to drop the video in. To drop the video in, you can do it in a couple ways. One is from inside the Dubb platform, there's this big blue share and send button. So when you select this here, put the email in to get the tracking, add a little personalization text if you want to, you don't have to here. Click copy for email, and then it's just a copy and paste. And you drop it in just like that. Now, if you have Gmail or Outlook 365, here is a shortcut. So there is a Dubb button right down in here in the Compose. In Outlook 365, it's off to the right. The reason that button is there is because we have the Dubb Chrome extension screen recorder up here at the top, we're going to look at in a second. Because that's there and logged in, this shortcut button shows up. So when you select this button, it opens up the recorder, which we're going to use in a minute. And you also have the ability to scroll through your video library. See me scrolling it down to the bottom right? So you just find the video you want, you insert it in, and boom, drops it in just like the other way. So you have two ways of doing that to drop it in and send it by email. Now to record the videos with screens, like we looked at and we mentioned in the beginning, this one right here, browser-based screen recorder, Dubb Chrome extension, any website you want to be on top of. So just Google Dubb Chrome extension. It's a three-step process to pin it right up here in the browser. And when you're logged in, you can use it. So I'm going to use LinkedIn as an example here. But again, this is any website that you want to be on top of. I'm going to open up the Chrome, and when I open it up, it's going to put me right on the page, just like this. Now, when you're on a website, you want to think about a couple things here. You want to think about the size of your webcam, shape of your webcam, and placement of your webcam. So shape, I can change right in here inside the bubble. I can do phone shape, I can do rectangle, I can do square. I'm going to stay circle because I'm going to match Ruben. He's in a circle here. I also can grab the side here and change the size like this, whatever I want. I don't want to go too big because I don't want to cover everything. So I'm probably going to go like this. Now you also want to think about where you want to put yourself. I'm going to put myself right next to Ruben, right here. Now you also have the ability to turn your camera off. If you want to do an audio walkthrough of a site, maybe you already know the client, that's fine. If you want to use your headshot, you can use your headshot. And if you are live, you can put a virtual background behind you in here if you'd like to. You also have the ability to use a teleprompter. This one's a little bit different than the one you saw before because you can physically move this one wherever you'd like. You can grab the sides if you'd like to, like this. And then when you have your script here, you can do your auto scroll speed like we looked at before. You can back the text off or you can zoom it in. Now, in this case, I'm going to move this teleprompter right up towards the camera at the top. Now, a word of note here with the Chrome extension, because it's a browser-based screen recorder, if you want to use the teleprompter, I wouldn't go full screen on my browser because if you do, it's going to hide the teleprompter tab and you physically won't be able to get to it. So if you are going to use the teleprompter, just leave a little bit of a gap. So when you hit record, you can physically tap this forward and you're able to use it. You have three different orientations to record over here to the right. So if I clicked on camera, that would open up like a webcam. If I select tab, which is what it's on right now, it would get just a clean video of the tab that I'm on here. It wouldn't show any of the open tabs I have at the top. If I go screen over here, it's going to get my entire computer screen. So if I ever wanted to say, hey, Ruben, I want to take you on this little tab journey here, I can click on some of the tabs at the top and I will be brought over to each tab and it'll be recorded. But for this example, I'm going to record tab only, which is here. And then I also have the annotation tool right over here to the left that I'm going to use to point things out. The last part here is I'm going to bring in my whiteboard with my hook because I want to use this in here. So I'm going to hit record to the right where it says start recording. I'm going to choose my tab. There it is. I'm going to click share, get my 3, 2, 1 countdown, and here we go. Hey, Ruben, this is Rob. I wanted to reach out to you because I saw that you wrote a book, which is pretty cool. I didn't know you were an author. Click record. I click record with video all the time. So I did my whole animated preview. I went this. I looked over a little bit. That's going to be my animated repeating preview that I have. And then I jumped to full screen because I wanted to talk to Ruben. Jumping to full screen when you do these browser-based screen recordings are a great way to make a point and it breaks the visual. So if you want to jump to full screen, you can do it in a couple ways. You can take your mouse and hover over your webcam, double click it, it brings you here. Double click the page to go back. You can select the little button here, jumps you to full, select it to go back. Or you can click the button on the remote at the bottom that says expand webcam, click it there, click it here to go back. Now, you can also scroll around and be very free flowing if that's more your style. Keep recording, moving. If you want to be a little more regimented, click the pause button. You don't have to do it all at once. Just click, get yourself set up where you want to be, and then click resume. If you want to use the annotations over here to the left, you can point things out. You can do text on screen. You can put things in numerical order of importance. You can underline, you can draw on the screen, you can do circles. And all of the annotations are going to stay sticky, so they're not going to follow you down the page if you decide to move, which is pretty neat. So if you're thinking about reaching out on LinkedIn, if you're thinking about sharing any website and walking someone through something like this, the Chrome extension is a great way to do it. So I'm going to select the check mark below. And the check mark, again, is going to save this video into the Dubb platform. And it's going to take us to the video edit page that we were before. Now, how would I share this video with Ruben on LinkedIn? Well, what you want to do is you want to be connected first. So I want to connect with Ruben first. Most people connect. And once you're connected, you're going to click message down here at the bottom. Once you click message, there's going to be a little Dubb button that's going to appear inside LinkedIn. Let me refresh. For some reason, it's not showing there. But we have an integration with LinkedIn. So when you click message, the little Dubb button should show up at the bottom. But maybe on this Monday, it doesn't want to show up. Anyway, the point is when you click in, there it is right there. So when you click the Dubb button down here, it's going to open the Chrome extension, which we just used. And then you're going to find the video you want, click insert, and then you can highlight this text and change it to anything you want. Click send, and then Ruben's going to see that nice animated preview that you want someone to see when you send it to him on LinkedIn. Now, the next screen recorder we're going to look at in comparison to this one is the Dubb desktop app. So you're going to Google Dubb desktop app, download it for Mac or PC, and then the little Dubb button is going to be up here on top at the Mac on a Mac. PC it'll be at the bottom, and it does a number of things, the desktop app. But you can select this little View Quick Menu button, and that'll pop it up right here. And as a reminder, the desktop app goes on top of anything on your computer. So not like the Chrome that you just saw, that's only website browser based. This goes on top of anything. So we're going to select record screen so we can see the difference between the two that we just used. So similarity wise, same webcam, does all the same functionality we just saw. Same annotation tool, does all the same annotations. The only difference is with this, when you use this with the desktop app and you use the annotations, they will follow you. So you want to use them, delete them, and then scroll down. It also has a teleprompter, similar to the Chrome that this moves around like we just saw, but it's different in this regard. So when you find the script that you want, the first option you're going to see over here is called auto track. That's voice recognition. So if I use that one and I read the script, it's going to go at my pace. Now, if I want to use the scroll option that we just saw with the past two teleprompters, just select this button, turns it off, and then just do the scroll speed, whatever you want, right there. So you have that as an option, auto track or auto scroll. Now, the actual recording itself, this is where you have some cool options. So right over here, there is a red slash through this square. What that means is if I was going to hit record right now, it would get my entire computer screen. If I get rid of this red slash by clicking on it, now I have a drop down of choices in terms of the borders of what I'm recording. The first one that's clicked on right here is called custom. So that means I can take this and put it on top of anything that I want, and I can crop around anything that I want. So I can be very specific in terms of what I would like to show in the recording. I also can select down here and go landscape if I want to go YouTube. I also can click down here and go portrait, which is great for social media because this is the proper orientation for it now, the vertical option. I just have to put it on top of whatever I want to put it on top of, and you can do it right from your desktop. Now, the recording itself, here we go. So I'm going to click record. I'm going to get my 3, 2, 1 countdown, and I am recording. Here we go. I can pause and resume this if I like to. The big difference right now is the check mark. So as you saw in the last two examples, when I click the check mark, it saves the video into Dubb. That's not the case with the desktop app. When you select the check mark here, it opens up a preview window and says, hey, you just recorded a clip. So the desktop app is a clip recorder. So we're going to record a bunch of clips, merge them together into one video, and then we're going to save it into Dubb. The neat thing about clip recording is you can drag and drop videos from your computer. If you have an MP4 file that you want to make part of the story, drop it right in. Now, what I just recorded was a screen recording clip. So how would I continue recording now? I got one clip, but I want to keep recording. Maybe I want to show something different. So I'm going to pull up just a different visual. This could be a different tab. It could be a different document, whatever you want to pull up. So I got that pulled up. Down to the bottom left, there are three creative choices to continue recording. The one all the way to the left in the preview window is record screen video. That's what I did before. I want to do another clip like that. Click that button. It brings me right back here. Here I am. Put myself on top of whatever I want to put myself on top of, frame myself the right way, hit record, and now I'm just recording a second clip with a screen recording style, just like this. I'm going to hit the check mark again, and there is the second clip that I've recorded. Now I can physically move these clips in any order that I would like, which is convenient. I don't have to record chronologically. I do the end first if I wanted to. You also can click the three-dot menu here and download or delete each individual clip. There's also a webcam option icon to the bottom left. So if I want to do a webcam style clip, I just click that button, opens up my webcam, and now I'm recording this style of video, which could be the opening to my video, it could be the end, it could be the middle, wherever I want to put it. Click the check mark, and there's that clip. And I can slide it wherever I want to. The last option down to the bottom left is going to be Dubb Narrator. Dubb Narrator gives you the ability to play a pre-recorded video, put it inside of a bubble, and put it on top of anything that you want. So if I was doing, say, a market update, and I sat in front of my webcam with my teleprompter, and I recorded myself just direct to camera talking about the market update, I saved that video into Dubb. Now I can click Dubb Narrator, pull up the marketing website, go inside my video library, pick the video, there it is, and put it in any shape that I want, like we did before. Hit record, and now the pre-recorded version of me is doing the talking. So it will walk someone through it just like that. So it's pretty neat. You have the ability to record something and put it on top of anything that you want to put it on top of. Now, when I'm ready to merge all these clips together into one video, all you have to do is click either the upload button to the bottom right, which will merge everything together and save it into Dubb, or you can select the edit button to the bottom right, which will merge all the clips together, but you have a full-on editing option right here inside the Dubb desktop app. So it's just like the editor I showed earlier inside the Dubb platform. You can do a quick edit right in here before you even save it into Dubb. And you also have the option to click this button right here called Smart Cut, where you can get rid of the silences in your videos, which is all the pink areas. If you want a tighter cut, it gives you the ability to do that. And then you can either download the MP4 or you can upload it into the Dubb platform. So a lot of different recording options. The last one we're going to look at right now is going to be the Dubb mobile app, which is very similar to the Dubb desktop app because the mobile app is also a clip recorder. So when we look at this one, mobile app has some other cool functions on it, but it's similar to the desktop app where you're going to be putting clips together, merging them, and then saving them into Dubb. All right, so let me share my screen here. And if you don't have the Dubb mobile app yet, go in, whether you're in Google Play Store or the App Store, Dubb app, D-U-B-B-B, D-U-B-B A-P-P. It's a long Monday. All right, so let me share here, and this is how you would record a video with the Dubb mobile app. Okay, so this is the home area here. You have your video library, which is right here in the middle. And to record, we're going to tap the blue camera icon at the bottom, right in the center. So when you select that here, it's going to open up your camera. Now, when you're first using the Dubb mobile app, just in general, it's always going to be defaulted for 1 minute. I always slide mine over to 10. That way I don't go beyond that. You can't go beyond 10 minutes on the mobile app. And it will stay sticky. So every time you open the app, it will be on 10 minutes. To record, you're going to tap the circle at the bottom. And now I'm recording. You can see the timer on the button, and you can see the timer up here in my eye line. If I want to pause this recording, just tap the pause button there, pauses it, click it again to resume. And if you want to end the recording, tap the button here, and it ends the recording. And you're going to have a clip that's going to show up right now. So just like the desktop app that we just saw, clips. Here's the clip. And it's been automatically downloaded to my photo video area if I need it. Now I'm going to hit record one more time, just so we have a couple clips in here. Tap the circle again at the bottom. There's my second clip. And I can move these in any order I want to. I can take my finger, hold one for a second, and I can slide it like this and then move it. Now, if I tap a clip individually, I can do some things. I can download, delete, trim. And if I select edit, this is where we can do some stuff that we showed in the beginning. So I can click the music icon here and add any music that I want to. We have a whole library of royalty-free music. Just make sure the levels are good. Your voice doesn't get overwhelmed by the music. You can do text on screen. And this is what we showed in the beginning with the hook. So you put your hook in here that we talked about, and then you can move it wherever you want to move it, different font size, color, whatever you'd like. You also have the option to do a voiceover. So you can do a voiceover now, or you can do a voiceover at the end. A lot of real estate folks, when they're doing these clips, sometimes if there's loud construction going on, they'll record the visuals and then they'll do the voiceover on it. You also can speed up the action. So if you have a little action clip of you doing something, you want to speed it up, you can go all the way up to 10x. And then if you want to do your subtitles, burned in subtitles, you can do them here on this clip, or you can do them at the end. Now, these the icons right over here, what do they do? So the tooltip right at the top, if you select that there, it'll give you all the functions right here. And then just tap it again to turn it off. This one right here is a countdown timer. So I always have mine on 3 seconds. You can do 10, but I feel three is the kind of just the right amount of time to get ready. 3, 2, 1, and you're ready to record. This one right here is video stabilization. So if you are doing a walk and talk and you feel like it's kind of bouncy, you can select this button here, do low, medium, or high, and it'll basically take it from this to more like this, just a smoother movement to it. If you want to use the teleprompter, this is one of our best teleprompters right here. So go in here, find the script that you found before, right? Search it for your script. This is your auto scroll between 1 and 10, the speed. Hit the play button, see if you like that speed. Make changes by hitting the pencil icon if you want to edit the script in real time. Now, if your eyes are not staying at the top where they should be, waiting for the words to come up, either increase the speed, because if you're looking for the words, it might be going too slow, or you can move everything up with the guardrails here, like this. So now your eyes are staying right up here. There's nothing to look at down here. Now, if you want to do landscape, just turn your phone this way, and the script will go right over here if you want to do a YouTube video / landscape style. Now, we also have, if you have an iPhone, this is an option for you. If you select the gear icon here and you select auto track, this will give you voice recognition. So if I want to read it, what if your most powerful growth tool was a story? Now, normally it will highlight and move. I might have a little bug here, but it'll highlight and move it. So you have the option for voice recognition with an iPhone if you have that as an option. To close the teleprompter, tap the X to the top right and it will close it. Now, if you want to add a video down here, let's just say I recorded a video outside of the Dubb mobile app and I have it on my phone, but I want to make it part of the story here. I can go to the folder icon here. It'll bring me to the photo video area on my phone. I'll find the video, add it as a clip, and then I can move it around wherever I want to move it. If I want to record what's physically on my screen, it's this button right here. If I want to use filters, this button. So filters will give you black and white, skin smoothing, kind of different color gradations. You can kind of just scroll through and see what you want to use. You also have picture in picture. This is the one I showed in the beginning. So popular real estate folks for property walkthroughs uses both cameras on your phone. So when you select this here, it's showing what's in front of me and I'm able to move myself around, make myself bigger, smaller, zoom in the background if I want to. A lot of options with that. Now you also lastly have your virtual background down here to the bottom right. So any screenshots you want to take, whether it's properties, articles, company sites, whatever it is, profiles, select them, go here, and then you're able to put it behind you, just like this. And then when you're done recording your clips and you want to merge them together and to save them into Dubb, just click the blue button at the top right. That's going to merge all of our clips together. And then we'll have on the phone a finished copy of that video. And then we would just upload it into the Dubb platform via the little blue upload button you see right here. So it's automatically saved on your phone. And then you just click the upload button and that will save it into the Dubb platform. Now you also can do sending from the Dubb mobile app. So if I'm in here and I got my videos here, just find the video you want, click the blue button right in the middle, share video, and then you click copy for email. It's copied to your clipboard, paste it. Copy for SMS, copy, paste it. Or you can select the icons to the top right of the video. The block icon is the email. The paper airplane icon is the SMS. Now, if you do have, let's say, a CRM that you really like you have a HubSpot or a Salesforce or some CRM where you have your workflows, you really enjoy them, you just want to be able to add video. We actually have a lot of integrations with a lot of different third-party senders and CRMs. So if you want to keep your workflows and everything that you have that you like, and you just want to add video, that's the point of having the integration. You just you drop a video in. If you want to use Dubb as a CRM, you can come right over here to the left, upload your contacts with a CSV file. You can do tasks, deals, and tags. You can do bulk sending within Dubb, email campaigns, email and SMS. You even can do automation where you can do drip sequences like we have when you sign up for Dubb. You get a 13 email drip sequence that we do. You can set it for certain time frames, frequency. You can set up triggers if someone takes an action. That's all part of our Pro Plus plan, which is automations, or you can get automations as an add-on. We have Pro and Pro Plus. That's what that's part of. Now, you also can do AI writing. So within the dashboard here, we talked about auto in the beginning, the AI guide. All you have to do is go right over here to the right. There's a little profile feature right here. This is where you can set up profiles of your audience. So like we talked about with the landing page in the beginning, how let's just say I'm in real estate buyers, sellers, right? That split. I have a landing page for buyers, landing page for sellers. Same thing here. I would set up a profile for buyers, profile for sellers. And you do that with any industry you're in for that segmentation. So when you click create profile, you're basically just answering the questions that our AI has. So it's learning about this segment of your audience. You even can choose a preferred tone of communication. You even can apply the have method writing structure that will be baked into the writing if you want to. The have method is open with a hook, A is address the needs, V is provide value, E is extend a compelling call to action. So then when you want to write your scripts or whatever you're writing it for, email copy, use the AI writer, just make sure you got the right profile selected. Choose your prompt, add it in here and say, hey, Otto, write me a script on this. It'll give you the script. It'll ask if you want to save it. You save it inside Dubb, and then you can just load it into a teleprompter if it's a video script. So a lot of really neat options with that. Now, as far as training, down over here to the bottom right, under training here, there's second link right here is called Dubb Academy. This is a learning library we have in here on a showcase page where it has all of our educational videos where you can learn how to use Dubb. They're all labeled. You can also go to our Dubb support, which is where every live training that we do goes to live after. So if you go in here, you see videos. There's all kinds of options here. The longer ones you see are the live trainings. The shorter ones are edited versions of things. But this is a really nice place to go as Dubb support. So typically with the live trainings, people will go here after and say, hey, where's that part where we talked about LinkedIn or whatever they wanted to see. Now, lastly, in here inside the Dubb dashboard, referrals. So down over here to the left, under referrals, click apply now. And when you do that, that's going to create a referral link for you. And then you can share that link, and we do a 30% recurring commission on anybody that subscribes to Dubb through that link. So a lot of folks over the years have either actively mentioned Dubb to folks or just passively. They had a little button below their videos, and people would say, hey, how'd you send me that? Oh, check out that link here. We're really supportive of our partners. So if your company has like a Tech Tuesday or something, or you get a bunch of people together, just let me know. I can always come in and pitch for you, and then you get paid. And if you have a Dubb account already, you get 5 or 6 people, you get a free Dubb account. So we have people doing really well with it. So just food for thought. If you end up loving using the platform, why not share it? And that's really what it's all about. So. Okay, so let me jump over here to the chat. Let me see if we have anything in here. Okay. Yes, Art. Will today's training be recorded? It won't be emailed out, but it will be on Dubb support. So what I'll do is let me just grab that link right now and I'll drop it in the chat. So let me put it in here. And there you go. So that's the YouTube support channel where it'll all be laid out. The biggest thing you always want to remember is what's the use case? Who's my ICP, ideal client profile? How do I want to record this video? If I want to show something on my screen, do a screen recording where you're walking someone through something. If you're on the move and you're in real estate and you want to show a property, use the Dubb mobile app. Use the picture in picture. If you want to send someone, you want someone's profile behind you to show you're reaching out to them and have a question, use the virtual background either on the phone or use it on the webcam. So these are all different use cases for that. Craig, appreciate that. Thanks, man. Thanks for the kind words. Does anybody have any questions? I know we're getting towards the top of the hour. Is anything on their mind? Any kind of specific use case stuff or any questions on anything before we head out for the day? Because it's really about isolating those use cases and then deciding on the tech. Because if I'm doing webcam videos or just say I'm reaching out on LinkedIn, I'm going to use the Dubb Chrome extension. That's how I'm going to reach out on LinkedIn. And I'm not worried really about anything else right now. So when you're first kind of figuring out what to use, that's the biggest thing you really, really want to focus on. ICP, use case, kind of tech, and then come in here for the training. And then if you just subscribed to Dubb and you have not gotten your setup call yet, definitely email the team support@dubb.com and get your optimization set up with the team so they can help you set up the buttons and everything. And if you want to send a video over to us, this is one of my favorite things. Feedback at Dubb. I just put this in the chat. I love checking out people's videos if they want to send it over. It's been useful over the years where people have thought about, I want to record this different kind of video. What do you guys think? And we can give feedback if you want it. And so feedback at Dubb, if whether you're just starting to use Dubb or you've been using it for years, and you want to try something new. I mean, we always need feedback. When we there's a blooper video reel we want to put together where Ruben and I we do a lot of the social videos, and when we're messing up and we can't get the words right, it's pretty funny. We've kind of put some of those together, but none of these have to be perfect. They just have to be your personality and a certain strong call to action. When you send someone a video, what action do you want them to take at the end? Physically point down, click that button, have them take an action. So, okay, last call before we go. Any questions? Anything on anybody's mind? Anybody going around the horn? Going once, going twice, going thrice? Okay. Dean, appreciate that. You're welcome. Everybody, thanks so much for coming in. Happy Monday. Keep recording, and we'll see you tomorrow. Same bat time, same bat station. See you, everybody.